at short notice. We planned it almost very recently, and we are glad that all of you could join, and especially glad that Tholpaavakoothu Sangam agreed to do this performance. So I'll just give a brief introduction about what this play is, and then invite Vipin, who has joined now, to elaborate on that before we go into the performance. So Tholpaavakoothu is basically, it's a form of shadow puppetry. So and it's primarily, it's practiced in Kerala, and it is performed with leather puppets as a ritual which is dedicated to Bhadrakali. So traditionally, it is played in Devi temples in specially built theater, which is called Kootumadam. But today we are improvising and showing it online so that more people can be part of it and experience the art form. So Tholpaavakoothu Sangam is basically, it's an institute, and they are focused on research, training, performance of this art form, and they have conducted plays all over the world. And Vipin Pulavar, who is leading the team today for today's performance, he comes from a family which has been upholding this tradition, and he represents the 15th generation of the family that is taking this art form forward. Very young and passionate about this tradition, and he has traveled around the world showcasing this particular art form. When I met him 3 years back, he had just returned from China, I think, presenting a paper on Tholpaavakoothu, and he has won some state awards and all this. So it's a great honor for all of us to today be part of this performance and experience it at least online. And hopefully, maybe in the near future, we could also experience it offline. So on that note, I will invite Vipin to give an introduction to what is Tholpaavakoothu and what are we going to see today, a short outline. So over to you, Vipin.
Namaste. My name is Vipin. Today we would like to introduce Tholpaavakoothu. From the word Tholpaavakoothu, it means that Thol means leather, Pava means puppet, and Kuthu means play. So it's a play with puppets made of leather. All over the world, there is puppetry. There are 4 types of puppetry: string puppetry, blow puppetry, road puppetry, and shadow puppetry. Tholpaavakoothu is one of the form of shadow puppetry. In every part, there is shadow puppetry. Even in India, we have puppetry in Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Orissa, and in Kerala. Each places, the puppetry is named as Tholpaavakoothu, Tholubommalata, Togalugombayata, Tholpaavakoothu, and in Kerala it is Tholpaavakoothu. It is believed that Tholpaavakoothu is more than 1,000 years old. The Lords Bhadragali had a big battle with a demon called as Darika. In that same time, Ramayana fight also occurs. So Bhadragali was not able to watch the show or watch the battle. So she went to Lord Shiva and asked, she wants to see Ramayana fight again. So Lord Shiva said that once a thing is over, we can't get it back. So we can go and settle the places. The Ramayana story will be played in front of you in the form of puppetry. So it is believed, this is the belief behind the story or the origin of Tholpaavakoothu in Kerala. We use Kamba Ramayana as the basis of this Tholpaavakoothu. From the Kamba Ramayana, we had adopted around 2000 slokas. Now, from Sri Rama's birth to his coronation is played in front of goddess Bhadragali to please her. Tholpaavakoothu is played in temples in specially constructed theatres called as Koothu Madams. That is the playhouses. The two screens like this, white and black, was pinned. In that, behind the screen, there will be a wooden beam, and in that, half-cut coconuts were kept, and using the coconut oil, the lights were lit. From night 10 o'clock to morning 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, for 7 days, 14 days, even 21 days, it may take 21 days to complete a full Ramayana, from his birth to his coronation. Now, we have shortened that into an half-hour story. More than that, our association was called as Tholpaavakoothu Sangam. It is registered in 1994, and it was the first person who was my grandfather. I am the 15th generation of a family doing the same art form. My grandfather was the first person who take this temple art form to the theatrical module or to the public venue. So with his leadership, we had traveled to more than 40 or 50 countries, and we had also performed all over India and all over the places of Kerala. So I would like to share the story of today. Today we will begin with Ganesha Vandana. Before that, all artists will come in front and take a lamp inside the Koothu Madam. It is a belief that we are calling the goddesses Bhadragali inside to watch the show. From there, we will light our lamps and Ganesha Vandana. After Ganesha Vandana, Panchavadi, Lakshmana was asked by his brother to make a hut for him. So Lakshmana went to the forest. There he saw a lot of wild animals, and he thought that it will scare Lord Sita Devi. So he sent an arrow. Every animals get rid of that forest. But for making the hut, he wanted to cut a tree. But unfortunately, a demon called as Shambhukumara, who was sitting beneath this tree, was also killed by that sword. So Lakshmana go to another forest to make a hut. After that, in the same time, Shurpanakha entered. She saws that his son was dead. Her son was dead. She was very worried. She goes and complains to her brother Ravana. Ravana seeks the help of his uncle Marija. Marija converts into a golden deer, and that golden deer was played in front of the hut. In that time, Sita wants the deer. Rama chases the deer. Rama kills the deer. By knowing this, Ravana converts into a saint and comes to kidnap Sita. He kidnaps Sita. On the way to Lanka, he fought with Jadayu. The Jadayu was also killed by Ravana. By knowing all the details, Rama, along with his brother Lakshmana and his soldiers like Sugriva, Hanuman, Jambavan, Angadan, etc., went to Lanka. There they had a big battle with Indrajit and Ravana. Ravana was killed by Sri Rama. Sita was rescued, and they all come back to Ayodhya, the coronation of Sri Rama. So this is the story that we are going to play in front of you. I once again welcome you all to enjoy the show.
എത്തിയോ മാനഹാനി മനോദുഃഖം മുടങ്ങിയിരിക്കുന്നത് സ്ത്രീകൾ നിമിത്തമായും കോപത്താൽ ഇഴந்தவர்கள் കോടി കോടി കാമത്താൽ ഇഴந்தவர்களுக்கு കണക്കില്ലേ സീതയെ അപഹരിക്കാൻ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചാൽ രസിക്കും എൻ വാർത്ത കേൾക്കാവിട്ടാൽ ചന്ദ്രകാസமான வாழ்கள் വിനാശകാരി ചന്ദ്രകാസമയത്തെ മരണമായതിനേക്കാൾ ഭേദം രാമസായകമേറ്റ് മരിക്കുന്നതായാലും അപ്പടിയാൽ മോശം ലഭിക്കും ശരി ഉനക്ക് വേണ്ടി ചെയ്യ വേണ്ടിയ കാര്യം എന്നാ രാവണ വരുക മാനില ഗുരുവായി ചെന്നാൽ നീ ഉന്മേഷത്തെ കാണിക്ക ഹരിയോ ഹരേ അച്യുതാനന്ദ ഗോവിന്ദ ഗോവിന്ദ രാവണ എല്ലാവരും വിധി ഇനി നമുക്ക് യമപുരിയിൽ കാണാം ഇവിടെ ആകട്ടെ മാനെ ഇപ്പടി മാനെ ഇങ്ങ മാനെ ഇപ്പടി മാനെ ഇങ്ങ ഇപ്പടി ഇപ്പടി സീതാദേവിയാണ് അവളെ ഉന്നെ പിടിച്ച് തരവേണമെന്ന് ചൊല്ല ആയതിനാൽ നീ ഓടാതെ ഒളിക്കാതെ അതിവേഗം ആ സമയം വന്നുകൊള്ള ഒരു തരം കൂടി ഉന്നെ ആട്ടി പിടിച്ചുള്ളത് ഇങ്ങനെ ഇപ്പടി ഇന്ന് മാനിയുടെ ആർവർക്ക് ഏക പണം കൊടുത്തുള്ളേ എടാ എടാ അയ്യോ അയ്യോ മനസ്സേ ശബ്ദം പോലെ രോദനം ചെയ്തത് ഇത് ജാനകി കേട്ടാലും തമ്പി കേൾക്കാൻ ഒരു ഘട്ടം ചറ്റുനേരം ക്ഷീണം തീരത്തക്കതാക ഇവിടത്തിലിരുന്ന് വേഷം മാറി അധികം പണശാലയ്ക്ക് പോവേ അയ്യോ അച്യുതം നാരായണ കൃഷ്ണ വാസുദേവ കൃഷ്ണ വാസുദേവ അലഗര ശിവ ശിവ വാദേവ ശംഭോ ശിവ ശിവ ഗജ മുഖ ഗണനാഥ ശംഭോ ശിവ ഗുണവൈദ്യ ഗുണഗീത അമ്പലതര ശേ ശംഭോ ആനന്ദത്തെ Rama Raghava, Ram
So namaste. This is our team, and who have presented Tholpaavakoothu for you. This is my father, K. Vishwanatha Pulavar. This is Lakshmana Pulavar. His son Vishnu Krishna Kumar. My mother Pushpalata, and my nephew Mahashweta. So these were the artists that presented puppetry for you, and these are the puppets that he performed inside the Kuthu Madam. This is leather puppet. In the olden days, we used to make the puppets using deer skins, but now it is not available. So we are using either goat skin or ox skin to make the puppet. Each and every designs were carved in the puppets using our tools and chisels. So this is about our puppetry, and I once again thank the persons who are watching our show.
Thank you, uncle.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
It was so nice actually. We all enjoyed thoroughly. So nice. After so many days, we
Thank
have
you.
a performance of this kind of art form.
Thank you, uncle.
Thank you.
We love to see more and more in,
Thank
like
you all.
Shiva and many episodes like this.
So, Vipin, if I may ask you something, I think we met in Wayanad when you're doing a program for children, and you're actually helping them make.
Yes, yeah.
Is that something that you do regularly, or do you give trainings to youngsters?
So actually, I do trainings. I give trainings to a lot of students, and we are doing it regularly. Even we have a Tholpaavakoothu school here. Even in the lockdown period, also we are doing online classes for the children and all. We make the children to make puppets, and we also make them to make short plays, so they can perform everywhere.
Okay. Thanks, Vipin.
Yeah, and thank you. So I once again thank Hariprasad ji, and the Ritambhara who had organized this performance, and who give us an opportunity to the artists who had all performed here. So once again, thank you, Hariprasad ji. Thank you once again.
Vipin, there's a question for you from Kranti's daughter.
Mm.
She wants to know how that light is
Okay.
coming at the back of the stage.
So do you want to see the backstage? I will show you.
Yes,
I will
that
show
will be
you.
nice.
So I'm taking the camera inside. So this is our backstage. Here we will pin the screen. So actually, it's a special performance and we made it in the home. So we are using iron angles, or else we will use a wooden beam. And in that, we will use half-cut coconuts to light these lamps. So this is the backside stage. In between the wooden beam and screen there, we will place the puppet. And this is how we will make fire in between. Like this. We will make fire for some scenes. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. We can do that.
There's one more question, Vipin. Chandana is asking
Yeah, sir.
hear more about how the puppets are made.
In the olden days, we would use leather deer skin, but now we are using ox skin as well as ox skin for making the puppets. First, we will dry the leather. Then, using the charcoal and bamboo sticks, this hair was removed. Then we will have a detail. We will detail the puppet, or we will sketch that puppet. And we have some special tools, or we will use some tools. We will use tools to make puppet. Each and every points, we will use the chisels, and using the hammer, we will cut out these figures. So this is called as nail money. For that, we have a half curved tool. So we will beat that in two sides, and we will make this. And this is called as vrta. And for that, we have a special tool. For each detailing, we have different types of tools. So this is how we make the puppets.
Wonderful. Radhika is sharing, it was very beautiful and intricate. I have friends who do contemporary shadow puppet shows in Chennai. Okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
Sir, is there any way to enroll your course? Is there any course like you can teach us through online?
You have courses on.
Have you taken the?
I think she was asking, is there a way to enroll for the course? Any courses that you conduct or?
We are doing puppet making workshops. We are doing for one day. Even if they just want to know how the puppets are made, we will just do it for one day class. Or else that day, for the Wayanad we had done for 7 days. So we are making detailed workshops also. They can contact us. We can definitely do. Or either you can share the details, or we can arrange that. No problem. We can do.
So we can plan that. So in fact, just to share, Vipin is also part of the on the national panel of SPICMAKE, the organization which conducts programs for kids. And he had done a 7-day long program for the tribal kids in Wayanad, where the kids were taught how to make these puppets, and finally they themselves performed. So I was also lucky enough to be part of that performance that time.
Yeah, that day we have met, and our Prajilji introduced you to me. I still remember that days.
So there's one question from Sayanthan. How essential is the dialogue in the play for people who are not familiar with the language?
So it's of two types, For the traditional performance, in the temples I had said, we are performing for 7 days, 14 days, 21 days. There only the dialogues were important more than puppet manipulation. It is believed that the goddesses want to hear that. But for the special performance, we had reduced the dialogues, because some persons do not understand the language and all. We can communicate some through the music and all. But then also I think some dialogues were essential to make that effective. We can't avoid full dialogue. Then also we can make some dialogues, and we can add some more music, like the dramas and mimes. We can add that also. Even I had done some of the in some dramas. We collaborated with that. And now I had done a new experiment called as Pavanatyam. In that, Mohiniyattam and the Tholpaavakoothu was blended together. In that, we have no dialogues. While the Mohiniyattam performance saying there is a forest, so we will just show how the forest was and how Kamadeva was sending an arrow, etc. We are just without dialogues. We are planning. I think next month we will release that our new work. It's on process.
Sounds exciting. Yeah, very nice idea.
Very nice.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, that's an international collaboration, ma'am. A girl called as Irina, she's from Belarus. She had stayed in India. Actually, she stayed in India because of Corona. So in that time, she learned Mohiniyattam, and with we both together make this show. So we are planning for international collaboration in that.
Wonderful.
Very, very nice.
There's one more question from Jaya. When you say it is based on Kamba Ramayan, do you mean you have excerpts from Iramavataram, or do you basically follow his storyline?
Can you repeat that?
Are you taking excerpts from Iramavataram? Because you mentioned it is from Kamba Ramayanam, right?
Yeah.
Or are you following the same storyline?
No, actually, it's believed that there are 12,126 slogas in Kamba Ramayana, but we are just taking 1,200 slogas from Kamba Ramayana, and that is from Sri Rama's birth to his coronation. Only 6 gardens we have taken. Either second line or fourth line has been changed for making this show. In this 1,200 songs, either second line or fourth line we have changed, and it is called as Adal Patte. Not the original Kamba Ramayana we haven't adopted. We have made some changes to show the play.
So is it always performed in mix of Tamil and Malayalam, or?
Actually, no, the Palakkad district was based in Tamil Nadu in the past, but so it was a Tamil language in the past. But in between, the regional language, influence of the regional language, that Malayalam, was also included in this show.
Any other questions? Okay, I think.
Yeah, it was a very spontaneous, and I think the fact that they agreed to come for us and perform here is a very, very, very nice of you, Vipin.
Actually, I'm very thankful to you.
We are very happy to have invited you, and we would like to keep our association going. And maybe next time you can come to the ashram and perform for us.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely. I also hope for that.
Yes, we look forward to that. Thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am. And I'll once again thanks one and who all who take these steps to give us a chance, especially Hariprasad ji and you all and Ritambhara. So thank you once again from Tholpaavakoothu Sangam and our team members.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.